What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of What Kind of Black Nerd Cast is this? Episode 13. Nope, it's not. Nope, it's not. I was so close.
Damn, Twister.
I know, right? I like to talk fast. Okay. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of What Kind of Black Nerd Cast is this? This is episode 59. Yes, as you can see, it's us three. Didn't mean for that to rhyme. I really didn't.
As we proceed to give you what you need.
As we proceed to give you the three. Lou a hater, bro. Lou a hater, bro. Forever. I'm just gonna put a big hater sign in this little face. Lou be hating, bro, and she the goofiest of us all, though.
Nope.
She be hating.
She be out here judging everybody's laughs.
You feel me? No, that hers be that's why she be covering her mouth up when she be laughing.
Nope.
Be like,
yeah, we gonna make a laugh. We gonna make a laugh reel of her.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Laugh reel.
Stop it.
See, I know she always cover her mouth when she laughs. She like a Harajuku girl. All right, so we coming to you with just a couple of trailers, and then we're gonna talk about what we thought about the Mortal Kombat film. But per usual, let me introduce my people. We are missing Kayos at the moment. He had a family matter that he has to take care of, and that we wish him all type of blessings on that. And as you know, our other co-host has passed away. Yes, every episode we do for him. But to introduce the man of the podcast, somebody that's repping Detroit to the fullest. Red bearded gent, you want to introduce yourself to the people?
Damn, I really need to change my name on this shit.
It's okay.
It don't matter because you're gonna edit it out anyway.
You're fine.
What up, everybody? It's your boy, the red bearded gent, aka Zero, aka I got a lot of AKAs,
aka Park, it's a lot.
But it's been a minute. I'm in a better place than I was. My family held me down. We held each other down.
And over here to my right, when I download this recording, the beautiful, if not talented, giggly Lucia. You want to introduce yourself to everybody? She's trying to switch up how she cover her laugh now.
Hi.
Oh my gosh. Get out of here. Terrible. And as you can see, I'm your girl, Black Girl Marvel out here, hosting with the mostin'. And hopefully we can give you some great content for right now. And then, we'll get about your hair. So let's just start with the Loki trailer. Thoughts on the Loki trailer?
Give it here. Especially after just finishing up Captain America and Winter Soldier. If you have not seen it yet, even though a couple people in our group have not seen it, Captain America and the Winter Soldier.
Literally the two of us, and it's literally Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and he's talking off of the finale and just ruining everything for us.
I mean, is it my fault that Disney Plus just said all their banners say now I'm the new Captain Captain America? That's not my fault. Like I was we're gonna do this.
No, but you could have just said Falcon and the Winter Soldier. You could have just said that and been okay. Yeah, you could have. I'm sorry.
Carry on.
Mm-hmm.
But after watching that, I'm excited for something else. Of course, we got Black Widow July 8th. So this would be a nice little filler right before that.
July 9th. I think it's the 9th.
No, it's the 8th. It's because it's on my anniversary. I know exactly. So
I'm about to go research. I don't think that's right.
How much? What you want to bet? What you want to bet on it?
I'll bet you a new Funko Pop, whatever you want.
And he up there. Go ahead and look that up.
He's like, oh, I hope it's right. I
know it's right. Because I was like, damn, I got to figure out how I'm gonna watch it. But I just watched it on Disney Plus. Because I ain't gonna be able to go to the theater because I'm
just gonna share my screen real quick.
Oh yeah. Go ahead, share your screen.
Oh, she's so fancy.
Go ahead, share your screen. Go ahead.
Her little screen or whatever.
Can you see that?
It is not July 9th. It's
Can you see
July
that?
8th.
Can you see
They
that?
shifted the date. They shifted the date. It was the 8th.
They didn't because the trailer said the 9th. They
They
didn't.
shifted the date. It was the 8th.
It was the 9th.
It was
But
the 8th.
it
It was
wasn't.
the 8th.
It wasn't. So
Whatever.
I'll let you know what my Funko is. Okay? Let you know.
All right.
Okay. But continue, sir.
With that happening in July, of course, they got something in May, which is excellent. Whatever. You had too many fingers up. You put up 10.
I did.
You off.
You
You a
whole lot. But continue.
No,
Now you trying to say I
I'm
can't
glad
count.
they got something set up for May, so we don't go without. We had this same Shang-Chi trailer that we're hopefully going to talk about later. That came out, so I'm excited for everything that's Marvel doing. As we all already know. Oh, also, Sony. We get those Spider-Man movies and Venom movies on Disney Plus in a minute. I think it starts next month. I'm not exactly sure, but it is coming up. So they signed a contract. I think Netflix gets it first, and then Disney Plus gets it.
Mhm.
But we can watch our Spider-Man movies while we watch the whole set of movies together now. It makes sense now. So yeah,
I'm just
there's
waiting
a lot
for
of stuff going
Incredible
on.
Hulk to be on there. Universal, where you
Wait a
at?
minute.
What did you think of the Loki trailer?
I'm ready for it. It's a lot of shit I don't know what's going on. I don't know a lot about the time variance agency or whatever the case may be. I'm hoping we get some type of silhouette of what's his name? Fuck. I'm forgetting his name right now.
Adam
He's supposed to be
Warlock?
no, not Adam Warlock. I had totally forgot about him. Matter of fact, talking about he's supposed to be in the next Ant and the Wasp movie.
Was it a Kang the Conqueror? Sorry.
Yeah, Kang the Conqueror. I hope we see some type of Kang the Conqueror. You can tell there's looks like a lot of black leads in it, and you know I'm all about rooting for everybody that's black.
Gang.
So I'm excited to see what goes on, and it looks like we're gonna see a softer side of Loki until he gets his way, and then he betrays them. That's just my prediction.
That's the softer side of Sears.
Yeah.
Lou, what did you think of the trailer?
Which one are we talking about right now?
Loki.
Okay. So I just watched it. And I'm actually really excited to see it. Loki is one of my favorite characters. Like I'm a Loki fan. This isn't the Loki that I love, but I can get with this Loki. I think I just like Loki himself, but like I like evil, manipulative Loki. And it doesn't seem like that's what's going on here so much. So I might miss that a little bit. But other than that, it looks fun. I'm always down for some Loki. So I'm ready.
I'm excited. I'm a Loki fan. Especially I'm excited to see because what they did was give us a whole arc for Loki where like he kind of redeemed himself and then killed him and gave us back the Loki that we all kind of like fell in love with in the beginning, like the manipulative, greedy, jaded son of Odin, you know. So it'll be interesting to see him in this TV show and then see where they put him in the universe, like back in the timeline, because will he be in the 2023 timeline? Like, what will he be doing? And if he is, like, will Thor see him? Like, what is that reunion going to be like? Because he's not going to be the same Loki. You know what I mean? So, and then I'm curious, will he see what his past self has done? Like, it's so many questions that I have because I feel like this is like a nebula situation in a way. But I'm excited because I'm always down for a little Tom Hiddleston charm. So, but yeah. Moving on. How do we feel about the Shang-Chi trailer, Lou?
I just watched that as well. And actually that one was really fun looking. Like I don't know much about that. I've gone back and looked at some stuff and learned a little bit about the whole 10 ring thing, you know, but I'm not like, that's not my forte.
6
You
rings.
know, I look to these two
6
for
rings.
for guidance in the ways of all things comic books. So
Shout
that's
out to
not really
Keats.
like my thing, but it looked really fun, like really fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a theme for like martial arts stuff. Like I love martial arts movies and shows and stuff like that. So I am actually really excited for that as well. So yeah.
Okay. What about you, Marc?
Oh, what about you? Ladies first. How about that? How about that?
Oh, you want to host now? Okay, so I enjoyed Shang-Chi. I enjoyed the trailer because I remember in Iron Man 3 they were talking about the Mandarin, and then we found out that the Mandarin was actually a fake out, and we didn't get to see the real Mandarin, and that the guy, I forget his name, kill something his name was.
Are you talking about the real guy or the fake guy?
No, the guy that like was obsessed with Pepper. You know, I forget his name.
Oh, I forgot his name too.
Something like that. Yeah, something like that. But he was he's pretty much like a member of the actual 10 Rings. I think he just set up the guy to be a fake Mandarin so nobody could see the Mandarin, but he was like an acolyte. I would say an acolyte of like
Killian.
Killian, there it is. I knew it was Kill something. And so I'm excited to see like the actual origin of the Mandarin and the 10 Rings. And then I'm curious to see, because remember in the first Iron Man, it was the 10 Rings that kidnapped Tony. So like it's all kind of like coming back.
Full circle.
I love Disney for that. I love Disney for that. Like
full circle, like some rings.
So beautiful.
And I didn't like it.
What did he say? I missed it.
He said full circle like some rings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, what are you saying, Lon?
Yeah, you feel me? So I'm excited for it. Plus, I feel like this is the Marvel Disney formula for a first movie, right? It's like fun origin with some fighting, you know. But then also with this one, it's like a reveal, which I like too. I like it when like the friends don't know who the person actually is, and then they like, because I love it when like Awkwafina's in the trailer and she's like, "Who are you?" And it's like facts. Now we about to learn who he is, and I'm excited. And if you go on my page, Black Girl Marvel, and I did a review to the trailer, I was really like Iron Fist 2 throughout my whole little thing, because I was just like, this is sad. If only Marvel, like actual Marvel, like Disney Marvel, had their hands on Iron Fist.
Yeah.
There's no telling what could have been in store for Danny Rand. But Shang-Chi is here. He's the one we need. Mm-hmm. What about you, Marc? How did you feel about the trailer, Shang-Chi?
Just to piggyback off both of what you lady said, it feels like a martial art movie, and it doesn't feel like a Marvel movie. Like Marvel is just like the added the cherry on top for it to be like, oh yeah, this is Marvel too, but it just feels like a modern age martial art movie. Like I like watching a lot of Donnie Yen movies. I'm a big fan of Donnie Yen. Of course, I love Jackie Chan. I love Jet Li, and many other martial artists.
Chuck Norris.
I was talking about in the Asian realm, but Chuck Norris can be. Yeah, Tony Jaa. Yeah,
I love me some Tony Jaa. When he came out with the Protector, boy. Because
the Raid and all that stuff like that. I love all those type of movies. So it gave me that feel like right off the bat. And then it was like, okay, and then I knew it was a Marvel superhero, so I was like, that made it even better. But it's just like it felt so authentic. And granted, I'm not Asian, and me stereotyping by saying like based on movies, I don't want to say that, but it just felt like its own piece of material. It didn't feel like it was cookie cutter out of what Marvel had already done. It felt very original, and that's what I loved about it.
I feel like the fighting style is original. I don't think the story.
Well, the way they cut the trailer, maybe.
The way they cut the trailer is like it's like it gave you like like modern like feel for like, you know, martial arts. They gave you like some, because every time I watch somebody react to the trailer, they're like, "Ooh, some hidden tiger, crouching dragon." Like they always bring that up because they see the chick like kind of like swirl against the wind and all that kind of stuff. Like they see that and they automatically think of that. So it kind of gives you like that old school feel with some of that new school. I just feel like the plot of the story is going to be very generic in a way, but the fight scenes are going to make it better, right? And maybe the acting as well. We'll add
gives me spaghetti western vibes. Like, and I just started watching Warrior, so like that trailer. Because I'm in love with Warrior right now.
Shout out to Tiz.
Yes, and that trailer like gave me Warrior vibes. I was like, okay, I'm into it.
Dope. So we are all excited for Shang Chi. And on to, this is low key like an Asian love episode in a way, because it's a lot of like a Shang Chi, Mortal Kombat, stuff like that. Yeah. What we think about the Mortal Kombat film 2021.
Melina got yams. I know that.
Listen, nobody will ever see this footage because it doesn't exist anymore.
Oh my God. As soon as we saw that in the movie, I was like, yo, she got cake.
Listen.
I was like, yo, she got yams.
Me and Marc, I don't know if people notice, but me and Marc are starting a podcast together called Highlighters, where we highlight.
Is it really what it's called?
Yes, it's called Highlighters. Look at you. Go ahead and cover up your mouth while you laugh.
Exactly. Look at it. It's that new one. It's called Highlighters. Not only because we highlighters physically, but we also highlight the BS and stuff, and we highlight the good. We highlight the good as well, but we kind of like, it's a lot of the BS that we kind of like get to. Yeah, and so our first recording was kind of like us doing the Mortal Kombat film, which no longer exists. That it was just for us, I guess. And the moment this chick walked on screen and they showed her backside, listen, now I thought it. I was like, she got a big old booty. Like I thought it, right? Sir Red Bearded Gent down here is like, she got yams. Like he just came out.
Mama caked up and caked out.
But she had like
caked out.
She had like 2 lines.
Like literally 2 lines.
Like
I was just saying that earlier. Like she had 2 lines, yo. Like that was, and they weren't even good.
All of her scenes was like exhibition. Like I mean exposition. It was like exposition. Yeah. Like she was
just exhibition.
It was exhibition. Yeah, it was exhibition.
That would have been the version that Marc.
I know that's what. That's what you wanted. Look at him. You can't even die. You like, you feel me? But Marc, since you are the resident male here now for the moment, what did you think of Mortal Kombat besides the yams?
So since no one's gonna see our fucking video now, might as well just tell my fucking review.
It didn't save correctly, so it's gone. Yeah, I'm like that too.
But I gave it a 7 out of 10. I would like to augment that and just boost it up by 0.5 and just say it's a 7.5. The reason why I say it's a 7.5 because it had a lot of potential for something else, for another movie. There was the pacing was a little bit off. I wish there was a little bit more in the movie. It did a decent job of giving the background what Mortal Kombat was and everything like that. But I wanted just a little bit more. And then I hated his costume. I hated his fucking costume.
Cole? Cole?
Yeah, I hated Cole costume. I hated that shit.
He got the shakes.
He looked like Aquaman.
Yeah.
That's what somebody on the reaction said. They were like,
I
thought he was Aquaman.
I was trying to figure out what it was when I kept seeing trailers and then seeing the movie, and I'm like, what the fuck? I was just like,
the fact that it was in the trailers, they need me to edit their trailers.
Because when I saw it, I was like, so that's what that bullshit he had on. I was trying to figure out what it was. and then it came out of the fucking bracelet. Oh my God. But
I would have preferred it if it looked more like the bracelet and not like the hilt of Hanzo's sword. I get that it's like
the way it weaved onto him was like the bracelet. and then it was just like in metallic. It became metal or whatever the case may be, like armor, whatever. But except for my few things, I feel like they shouldn't have. Even though they made Sub-Zero a beast, I feel like
he was okay.
Scorpion should never have to go 2-on-1 against Sub-Zero. That should always be a 1-on-1 fight. And whoever wins, wins. It should never be a 2-on-1 fight. So that was just a small gripes I had with it. But like the fatalities, the kind of laughing at itself, saying, flawless victory, Kano wins, and all that stuff. That was like, it was great little Easter eggs and stuff like that. Shout out to my nigga Jax. He got them arms obliterated. That shit was beautiful. Now he should have died though, because when he got pushed over, that nigga hit his head.
Listen, when he hit his head on that,
I was like, oh, he dead. But I was like, I seen the trailer, so I know he gonna get his arms. But I was
like, Raiden and them got some magic on their side, because they brought that brother back to life. Okay,
he had no scar on his head or nothing, because I know that boy had he banged the fuck out of his shit.
Listen, and I'm trying to tell you, every reaction that I have watched for Mortal Kombat, when that scene happens, everybody is like, oh, like everybody goes crazy when he hits his head, because it's like, bro should have been done for.
But yeah, and like another thing, and I'm gonna wrap it up real quick. Another thing, we didn't actually get into the tournament
at all.
So you didn't what?
We never got into the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
So there's so much for a sequel to happen. It looks like we're gonna get Johnny Cage. There's a lot of more characters since we killed pretty much every fucking villain, say for Shang Chi. I think I said it wrong. It's not Shang Chi, because I was watching someone's TikTok and they were saying that shit's wrong. So I was trying to say it right, but
I'm American. I'm gonna say Shang Tsung. Like,
yeah. So, but yeah. That's the reason why I gave it 7.5.
7.5. Okay. What about you, Lou?
Am I rating it the same, like on a scale?
If you want to.
Okay, because I wasn't planning on doing that. I was just gonna say.
Just say how you feel.
So, I am not super well versed in Mortal Kombat. So, as somebody coming in to a franchise that has already been done, a while ago, and not really knowing much about it, I felt like it gave me now, see, I know more about it than I'm saying right now, right?
Right.
But I'm not like, I don't know every connection there. I know enough about it to have a conversation about it. Mm-hmm. But I knew that Melina wasn't in it at all, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, why is she gone? She's already gone. Like, so I liked that if you're not a huge fan already, that you can come in and you can understand it. You're not going to you're not going to really understand, the importance of, say, Melina, and the importance of anybody really that's not, Scorpion or Sub-Zero. You don't really get the importance of everybody, but you kind of get it. You know what I'm saying? But in the same, I don't even know what word I'm looking for right now, but I didn't like that they added a new character. I felt but I see why they did it, right? Mm-hmm. Because they did it so that the people who are new, we can all just figure it out together, you know what I'm saying? with Cole, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like, it's so damn many people in Mortal Kombat, you don't need nobody else. Like, you could have chose anyone, but I get it, you know what I'm saying? But overall though, I thought that it was a decent movie. I did like the flawless victory and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was kind of cool. It was kind of like cringy too, but it was cool. I did like that they had some of their like moves in there, like the spinning hat thingy with the that thing. I like. I don't know what it's called, but I know some shit. You know what I'm saying? I know a little bit, But like I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. Like I said, I like martial arts movies, and so that was really cool. it's good. It's a good start. I think it's a really good start to the the series that's coming. And I like the actors. I didn't like Cole though. Like I am anti Cole. I'm sorry. Like he was boring. He was really boring to me, and I didn't really care about him. You know what I'm saying? Like I was more so. I wanted to know where everybody was. I wanted to know what they were doing. Like, yeah, I know he was just finding stuff out, but I didn't care. Like I didn't feel enough for him to care for him. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't give me enough in the beginning. Like, yeah, he had a family. Okay, cool. So do everybody else. Like, like I don't, but I enjoyed it though. And I think they can develop something from what they have. But yeah, that's it.
Okay. Well, I ranked it because me and Marc did this together. So I ranked it an 8 out of 10 because it was a 7 at first, but I gave it another point because Scorpions Get Over Here sounded way better during the actual film than it did during the trailer. During the trailer, he sounded like he was like it sounded really bad, and I was like,
we talked about that.
Yes, we did.
I feel like we talked about that on the podcast.
I was like, this is ugly. I said, what is this? And it seems like they cleared that up. So I was like, y'all get an extra point just because I like that y'all heard it too. And y'all cleared it up. Me personally, I went into this film free of the other versions, right? I've said this to somebody. I said, it's very hard to take a video game like Mortal Kombat that really doesn't have a plot, really, and give it a plot, right? I understand that Mortal Kombat has grown and they do have some things in there, some stuff that they have or whatever, but it doesn't really, you just fight people and you go up the level.
It's just fighting.
It's just fighting. You go up the level to get to the big boss and you're done. There's not really a story per se. So I give them props for making as cohesive of a story that they can make, right? And then they left enough breadcrumbs, like you said, to give us something in the sequel to like continue it on. Because I keep trying to explain to people, this is essentially an origin story for everybody. Everybody got an origin story in some type of way, right? So, but I enjoyed the film. I didn't compare it to the 95 version because the 95 version has like nostalgia in it because I was a kid. I remember going to the theater and seeing that one. And this one I felt like was just pure fun. I think I enjoyed the characters. I do say some of them kind of overacted a little bit, but it wasn't too bad. Like they kind of cleaned that up as like it kept going. I understand your gripes about Cole because they could have added some more layers to him to make him interesting, right? You could have even showed us maybe him as a child for a little bit, just to give us like something emotional.
Let's not forget that he speaks Japanese and we've never seen him.
But he doesn't though. But it's not even clear if he does or if he doesn't. It's still not clear at all if he
That's what I was wondering.
He was like, I'm just a street rat out of Agrabah.
So it's kind of like, and that was one of the gripes that we had on podcast too, is that we were like, Scorpion was just talking Japanese to him. And he just seemed to comply. That. And it was just like, there were no hints. It was like y'all just kind of dropped the ball there. Because like I told Marc, I think that because it was Cole's blood that freed him from hell, like he should have been speaking English. I'm just saying, like it's mystical powers, it's mystical stuff. You should have just been speaking English. Like just easy. Like you feel me? But I thoroughly enjoyed the film. I'm really annoyed though at everybody saying that like the best thing about the movie was Kano, because you're only saying that because he makes you laugh, right? And I really get tired of people saying that like a person that's comedic carries a serious film, right? Because essentially the tone of this was like very serious. It's like if we don't stop these people, they're going to take over the earth, essentially cause an apocalypse or whatever. It's going to be like mass hysteria, crazy, and everybody be like, this dude carried the movie because he made you yuck. Like I mean, I'm not saying he didn't make me laugh. I enjoyed it, but to say that he carried the whole film only because he made you laugh, to me is kind of trash. It kind of does a disservice to everybody else that was like really putting like 100% into this movie.
Just not Cole.
Just because here's my thing though, right? If they laid his character out better, he could be funny.
He could have, yeah.
But for some reason, from the beginning of this film, y'all made him the Captain Marvel. Man. They made him the Captain Marvel of this. It's like, does he have emotion or doesn't he have emotion? Like, what is it? Like, can he smile or doesn't he smile? Like,
I don't care, but his family is stupid.
They should have went back in the house. I mean, let's just.
They should have.
Why you screaming?
Or drove away.
Or drove away. I'd have drove away. Daddy want us to be safe. Like we would have drove away. But my thing is, I don't like the trope though.
You know something that confused me actually before I saw the movie. Everybody that saw it, I would be like, "How was the movie? Did you like it?" And they all said it was hilarious. And I'm like, Mortal Kombat, the one that just came out, is hilarious. Like the way that everybody approached it, like nobody said anything about it being, it was, good action or nothing like that. Right. Everybody said it's hilarious.
Because so I went
into it. Yeah, I went into the movie. I went in going into watch that. I'm like, I don't expect much from it, because if you're telling me that Mortal Kombat is hilarious and that's the first thing that comes to mind when we're talking about Mortal Kombat, like I wasn't really looking forward to it. I actually enjoyed it way more than I thought I would.
That's what I've heard a consensus for a lot of people. They were like, I really didn't have no hopes really going to this movie, but I actually enjoyed this film. I enjoyed it because I just took it for what it was, right?
Bar.
They tried to give us like something new, but still give us like that old feel. So that's why they was giving us like flawless victory, Kano wins, like all this kind of stuff, right? Like it's a scene where like you could see Katana's fans in the background. When he was eating, you can see her fans in the background. Like that's fan service. Hopefully she'll be in the second one. We all know, some of us, but the majority of us know that Melina, there's thousands of clones of Melina. So more than likely she's going to be back.
Mm-hmm.
There's multiple Sub-Zeros. Like
gotta bring the yams back.
You know what I'm saying? You got to be back because there got to be a Katana Melina showdown. Mm-hmm. Like it has to be. Like, you know what I mean? So it's just one of those things where it's just like, this was a good stepping stone.
Yeah.
Like I don't care what nobody say. Compare the first two to this one. This one blows those first two out of the water. You got to take nostalgia out of it. I understand it. Like some stuff in the 95 version, like some people prefer like the puppet Goro to the CGI Goro.
Hell no, that was perfect.
And I prefer the CGI Goro because that puppet Goro was like, like this was all his movements.
And it was like for it to, and it wasn't that far removed from Ninja Turtles. So it had that same type of realistic animatronic. I mean, the guys in a fucking suit ass shit.
But just worse. Honestly, Turtles did it better in the early 90s, late 80s than Mortal Kombat did in 95 with like a puppet and animatronics. Like, I don't know. Like, I prefer this Goro. I thought it was done very well. Yes, I do agree that the Cole character could have been better, but maybe I'm looking at it in the sense that he was in a world that he knew he didn't fit, and now he's in a world where he fits. So maybe in the second one it'll get better. But I do agree, we kind of didn't need a new character, because I heard somebody say, what if the baby is Liu Kang, right? And I was like, that would have been interesting because, Liu Kang, he got fire. Mm-hmm. Maybe you are descendant of Scorpion. But, I thought it was clever, But me personally, I would have loved to see where that baby's lineage went. Like that. I want a movie on that. Like Raiden took the baby to the monastery, and then how did this generation go from here to like present day? I would have loved a movie about that. I'm just curious about that. Because it just seems, I'm like, is he adopted? Does he have two different race parents? Like, I need to know more about Cole to even care about his character, because I honestly thought that his his daughter was his sister and his wife.
I did too.
His wife was his mother.
I did not know that was his daughter at first.
Like y'all didn't explain that well enough. Like I was like, because when
I thought that,
and then when he kissed the older girl, I was like, oh, that's his girlfriend, and that's her. That's her daughter,
he was like, she was like, Mom. I thought they were siblings, and that was both of their mama. Like real talk, like real talk.
He kissed her. I didn't know who she was.
Until he kissed her, I was like, wait a second.
I was confused too.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, I was like, "La, did we watch the wrong movie?"
There were definitely things in the movie that could have been explained better, like that, for instance, because I definitely thought the same thing. I didn't want to say that because I'm glad you said it, Mark, and not me. Because I definitely felt that way because I was like, because at first I knew that was his sister. I just knew it was.
I knew that was his little sister.
I knew it was, especially the way she was like talking to him. She's like, "Don't give up," like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't say that to your parent. You don't know your parent, like. I don't know.
No, I get it because they look like they ain't
trash ass fighter. Yeah,
a few years apart. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Like I agree because I guess like that's where the pacing comes in. Like y'all gave us this really big opening sequence that was actually beautiful and very well done, and then you started it off with like him getting his ass whipped. Okay, like I don't know. Pacing could have been better. Maybe he could have, like I said, if you maybe would have gave us like a past type of thing of him like maybe being adopted or having to fight his way his whole life or something, and then that's how he ended up. Because we don't see no other family than the family that quote unquote he created. So if I don't know his ties to his background, because it made no sense that he was having flashes of Hanzo and didn't tell nobody.
Mm-hmm.
You literally saw a dude that like made it snow and attacked y'all with ice and all that kind of stuff, and you not telling people that you got flashes of like a demon-eyed dude. Like, what we doing? Like it just, just some stuff. But I still give it an 8 because for what the movie was itself, because I'm basing it off itself.
Yeah.
I think it was very well done, and it just left it open to be more. That's all.
If I had to give it a number score, I would say 7, 7.5, somewhere around there.
Yeah,
because it wasn't bad. There were a few holes, but I mean, it was the first, it's the first movie. Of course, hopefully they fill those things in later.
Yeah, like I said, WandaVision has made it so if you ever need to retcon something, you can do it. They have shown that you can do it very smart and very cohesively and get it done if you need to. You feel me? But yeah, this has been our episode. Okay, we get it. Like, per usual, I am your girl, Love Black Girl Marvel. She is Lucia. Is she black or is she black or Asian? Sorry, because we don't know.
Yeah. Sure. Everyone says it wrong. It's cool.
Is she black or Asian?
Is she Asian or is she black?
Or is she Asian or is she black? Or is she Blasian? Like, I'll make a song for you. And
she gonna be black today.
And you feel me? She's gonna be black today, huh? Like,
she's gonna be black today.
Or in our resident male here, Marc or Red Bearded Gents. This has been What Kind of Black Nerd Cast Is This? Please like, subscribe, comment, and hit that bell for more content. Comment below what is your favorite part of the Loki trailer, Shang-Chi trailer, and what's some parts about MK that just didn't sit right with you, or what's the parts that did sit right with you?
Or you can hit me up and we can talk about them yams.
Yeah.
Yams get it, man.
Yeah.
Yamageddon.
Yeah, that happened.
Yams.
We thank you for your service. No, it's fine. Go ahead, Marc, if you want to say your little ending that you usually say.
I might want to change it up since my boy ain't here no more. But just be good to everybody. Stay safe. Peace.